Yellow, everybody, and welcome back to your number one spot for Looney Tunes World of Mayhem news and information. I am Mr. 901, an official content creator for Looney Tunes World of Mayhem, and we've got some details for you today. Let me tell you, the event is on its way this Friday. The Masked Terror hits the ring right there in the center of the World of Mayhem, and we've got the blog post with the event details for you and what to expect, coming to you by way of the Looney Tunes World of Mayhem official website. Pending for the win. I tell you what, before we get too started, somebody please explain this pun to me in the comments down below. I don't get it. It's right over my head. But let's check out what we can expect out of this event coming up Friday. Reminder, we will be live right here on YouTube for this Masked Terror event. The past few times that we've done this, we have had a huge turnout from the Looney Tunes World of Mayhem community. The Jax Army is growing by leaps and bounds. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done it already, and that bell so that you get notified when we go live for these events. So, the Masked Terror. The mysterious Masked Terror is a witty luchador, bringing tricks to win the fights, even if he's not the strongest contestant. He tries to flex and look strong, but he's mostly dependent on outsmarting the opponent to become El Champion. All right, so event overview. We've got 4 days. As usual, 4-day event. It does unlock at level 40, so you do have to be level 40 to access this event. If you're just now starting the game, it's not going to be super hard to get to that level 40. It's just once you get there, you might, have to work your way through the campaign. Basically, once you start the game, as long as you're going through the initial tutorial and then you run through some of the Marvin's invasions as far as you can get to and then go back and auto win those, you should be able to get to level 40 about 2 days. 3 campaigns are featured in this event: the Featured Tune campaign, the main campaign, and the challenge campaign. Now, there is a Masked Terror quest line. Of course, as per usual, there is a tournament. There is one wheel featured in this event, and here are our featured tunes: the Masked Terror, El Relampago, Barrel Hawk Henry, Deck Swab Dog, Cannonball Coyote, the Pig Kahuna, and of course, El Espectro as part of the Battle Pass. So let's take a look at the campaigns. The first campaign is your Featured Tunes campaign called Fresh Meat. You use this campaign to unlock tunes needed to obtain the Masked Terror. The unlock team is as follows. Keep in mind, it's going to be slightly different than the featured, but pretty close. El Relampago, Barrel Hawk Henry, Cannonball Coyote, and the Pig Kahuna. Now, as we're recording this, you still have, a day or two to maybe AFK some of those guys. It's not going to get you a ton of pieces or anything. But if you go in and you see you're a little short to unlock the Masked Terror, then go through that first campaign and try to build those tunes up. So the main campaign itself, this is where you're going to unlock the Masked Terror. You use the unlock team and purple mask energy, so it is going to be an energy MacGuffin tied to the Masked Terror. You can farm for slingshots, tune pieces, and other materials to rank up and tune up the Masked Terror. Slingshots can be used towards special event exchanges, so there is our MacGuffin for this event. They are slingshots. And of course, the challenge campaign, which is called Wrestling with Success. Test your limits in this campaign for those looking for a greater challenge. I do put emphasis on that greater challenge because it's meant for later game players. So if you can't get in there or you can't get past it, don't think it's the end of the world. Just keep playing through the regular campaign. Eventually, you'll be able to go into those campaigns in other events. And that awards you Cosmic Stones, Great Cosmic Stones, Gold, and also Slingshot. So here are the event exchanges. Let's take a look real quick. All these that I'm going to mention cost 300 Slingshots, 14 Masked Terror pieces, that's about standard, 16 El Relampago pieces. I almost thought that they would do 14 there, but they gave us a couple extra. 35 Barrel Hawk Henry pieces, which let me know in the comments down below. I feel like he was 47 in another event, but I could be thinking about somebody else, so let me know. 35 Deck Swab Dog pieces, and 35 Cannonball Coyote pieces, and 24 Pig Kahuna pieces. Now, you can use 165 of those slingshots for Purple Mask Energy. You can do that up to 5 times. And then with 10 Crest of Mayhem, you can get 30 Mass Terror pieces, or with 100 Battle Badges, you can get 50. Now, there are, of course, limited time quests associated with this event. You complete the campaign, collect tune pieces, materials, and slingshots throughout the event. Those are going to populate and complete those little quests for you. And by doing that, that's going to award you tune pieces, slingshots, golden tickets, and more. And the good news is there is a Masked Terror quest line. So as we've seen with similarly other new tune events, there's a quest line that gets you up to a 4 Cosmic Star on the Masked Terror by completing that quest line. Now, I'll say this, 4 Cosmic Stars, probably the minimum that you want on a tune. So not horrible. And of course, there is a tournament that we'll be going over when that event drops about how you score your points and what have you, but they do have a breakdown here in the blog post. You start getting golden tickets at tier 2 of the milestones, and then tier 6 is when you start getting the Mass Terror pieces. You start with 50 and then 75 and then 100 once you reach the last level. Now, let's take a quick look. We're just going to do a once over on the Mass Terror real quick. I'm going to put a little bug up top for the sneak peek video that we put out on this channel. If you guys want to check that out, check this guy out in action. He is a Desert Epic Rabbit Wrestler. He is a defender. His power is 64,864. His attack, 2346. What you're going to want out of a defender is good defense and health, and it looks like he's got that here. 4153 for his defense and 8479 for his health, with a 168 speed, which is probably about where we've been seeing defenders lately. Let's take a look at his kit real quick. His basic is called Bread and Butter. It deals 110% damage to target enemy, inflicting 2 attack down for 2 turns. You're going to see that that's a theme with this guy, the attack down. Then we've got his first special, which has a cooldown of 2 called Substitution, Gain Taunt, and for each defense down on an enemy, inflict them with attack down. Now keep in mind that the other wrestlers are throwing defense down left and right, at least the other 2 that we've seen. His first passive, a little strategy, is what I'm going to call it. I know it's probably supposed to be strategy, but I think it's strategy. Whenever an enemy starts their turn with 5 or more attack downs, gain taunt, and grant 2 defense up for 2 turns to all team members. Nice. His next passive, Had Enough. Whenever this tune is hit while taunting, inflict the attacking enemy with 2 attack downs for 3 turns. So again, you're going to see that's the running theme with the Mass Terror. Now, I'm going to break this down because when we first read this on stream, the Bunny Backbreaker, really confusing. But I think we figured out what it is. All right. So this has a cooldown of 3. This is his other special, the Bunny Backbreaker. Deal 120% damage to target enemy and inflict them with defense down. If the target enemy has 5 or more attack downs, grant them Sturdy. Deal 100% max health damage and grant El Espectro 75% turn meter. Well, you're probably saying to yourself, similarly to the way that the Jack's Army and myself were thinking, why would I want to give them Sturdy? If I'm hitting them for 100% max health, that means they're going to have 1 HP. Why would I want that? Not so fast. Here's why. Because whenever El Espectro defeats an enemy, El Relampago's basic attack becomes the double death drop. That's how that passive is activated, and then you have an assist on his basic attack. So what this is going to allow you to do is to get to that faster. So it's going to put them all the way down to 1 health. El Espectro gets 75% turn meter. He goes and attacks them, takes them out. Next thing you know, double death drop. is activated. I was very confused on that at first, but I do get it. Let me know what you think about this skill and the fact that they all three kind of work together down in the comments down below. And keep in mind, guys, this is happening this Friday, and we will be live the minute that this event drops. So there you have it. We've got the mass terror coming. We've got the event details. We've got stuff and things in this Looney Tune game that bang out your brains. And I think it's a good time to play. Let me know what you're thinking down in the comments down below. And if you have not done so already, what are you waiting for? Hit that old sub button. Bang the hell out of that bell so that you don't miss a video or a live stream. And while you're here, throw a like on this thing while you're at it. And until next time, folks, rise up, Jack's Army. Stay loony. And we'll catch you down the wrestling road.